As I mentioned, this segment is because what I try to do is always try to put a question together. And this is something that I was contemplating and thinking about the other day when I was training in the gym. And I thought to myself, subhanAllah, everybody has a very different level of intensity in the gym. Everybody has a very different capability in the gym. You find some brothers, mashallah, they're very strong. They can lift so much. Other guys, you see the raw intensity that they have. They can continue doing a set for so long and you think they're going to fail, they're going to stop, but they still have some energy left in them. Then you see the other guys that maybe are not quite putting in that much effort as much as others. But it all comes back to what your objective is in your training. So some guys that are they're in there to lift heavy weights. Their objective is to become stronger. And how they define becoming stronger by increasing the poundage, the weight that they're lifting on a week-to-week basis, on a session-to-session basis. That is the indication of progress. Other guys are in there, they want to do various techniques to exhaust the muscle, to flush the muscle, to get as much oxygen and blood into that muscle so they can volumize that area, whether it's the arms they're working, the chest they're working. They want to get as much blood flowing in that area, breaking down as much muscle tissue. So they will do, forced reps, negative reps. They will do, drop sets. They will do supersets, do trisets, giant sets, and it goes on and on and on. And this is another form of intensity. But then you've got the other guy who may just lift the entire weight in the gym and he may do a few reps. But his objective, again, is different to the person who's doing the other style of training. So again, the other thing that we need to take into context is the issue of capability, the issue of intensity. Everybody is at different stages. Some men are designed that they have such endurance in their muscles that they can go on for a lot longer than others. So they measure it according to their previous session or their last lift or their last workout, which they will record. So I have this notion in my mind that I'm not here to compete with other guys. I'm not here to look at the guy next to me training because I don't know what his intentions are. I don't know what his objectives are. I'm not after what he's after. I'm after something that I'm after. That's individualistic to me. That is the goal that I have set in my mind, what I want to achieve. And then I will work a system according to my lifestyle, according to my reality that works best for me. And alhamdulillah, after 25 years of training, I have got enough knowledge and experience, but I will also say that I'm still learning. I'm still gaining more knowledge and experience from people that I meet, from the information that I read. So, but I know the formula that I'm following is working for me, and that works for me. And I was speaking to other brothers recently in the gym, and I said, how are you measuring your progress? Is your progress measured by what you lift in your workout or by how your physical appearance is? So that, some brothers say that they want to get stronger, but they want to also improve their muscularity. They want to improve the definition in their physique. So what do you do about it? How do you address this? Do you look at your eating? Do you look at your food? Do you look at your workouts that you do? Are you pushing yourself further than the previous session? These are all benchmarks. These are all measurements that we use when we're working out. So again, the fundamental point I'm making here in this short little kind of like exercise is the amount of effort you put in your workout is determined by what you want to achieve. Don't measure your effort by somebody else's effort. We are all unique individuals that have very different capabilities and capacities. What I can do, maybe somebody else can do more or can do better. And what somebody else can do, maybe somebody else can't do. So don't always try to compete with another person. This is sometimes a habit we fall into. Rather compete with yourself. Push yourself. If you've lifted something for 10 reps in the previous session, try to lift it for 12 reps, for 15 reps. You've made progress. You've increased your intensity. You've increased your effort. You've trained harder. Or lift more. But you've got to have some kind of benchmark. You've got to have some kind of foresight of what you want to do. And this is the point I'm making. As long as you feel you're making progress from workout to workout, then that is an indication of where you're going with things. But if you're not progressing, then are you training hard enough? Are you training hard enough to achieve the goal you're achieving? If it's a case you want to gain, you want to increase your lift by 10 kilograms, have you achieved that goal? How are you going to achieve that goal? So that is the kind of discussion that you need to be having and the kind of chain of thought that you need to be having. So inshallah, next time you go into the gym, bear that in mind, think about what you're trying to achieve and keep that focus in mind, which is very important, inshallah. Okay.